Hello everyone and welcome to the Literacy Center Social Studies tutorial. This is Meghna and today we are going to talk about Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was a time when the manufacturing of goods moved from small shops and homes to large factories. This shift brought about changes in culture as people moved from rural areas to big cities in order to work. It also introduced new technologies, new types of transportation, and a different way of life for many. So when did it started in the United States? The early part of the Industrial Revolution in the United States took place in the Northeast in the New England region. Many historians place the start of the Industrial Revolution with the opening of Slater's Mill in 1793 in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Samuel Slater had learned about textile mills growing up in England and brought his knowledge to the United States. By the end of 1800s, the United States had become the most industrialized nation in the world. So what happened next? The Industrial Revolution brought about many cultural changes. Before the revolution, most people lived in the country and worked on farms. During the revolution, people moved to the cities to work in factories. Cities grew and became overcrowded, unsanitary, and polluted. In many cities, poor workers lived in crowded and unsafe buildings. This was a dramatic shift in the way of life for the average person. What else was changed? Transportation. Transportation changed dramatically throughout the Industrial Revolution. Where before people traveled by horse, walking, or boat, new ways of travel were introduced, including railroads, steamboats, and automobiles. Another change was working conditions. One drawback of the Industrial Revolution was poor working conditions for people in factories. There were few laws to protect workers at the time, and working conditions were often dangerous. People often had to work long hours, and child labor was a common practice. By the end of the 1900s, labor unions and new laws began to create a safer working environment. Let me share some interesting facts with you about the Industrial Revolution. Many early factories were powered by water, so they had to be by a river that could turn the water wheel. Printers were able to use steam water to print newspapers and books cheaply. This helped more people get the news and learn how to read. Some of the most important American inventions during the Industrial Revolution included the telegraph, the sewing machine, telephone, cotton gin, the practical light bulb, and vulcanized rubber. Manchester, England was the center of the textile industry during the Industrial Revolution, and it earned the nickname Cottonopolis. Isn't it interesting? So if you have any questions or if you need any help with the subject or with the tutorial, you can text us or you can email us and we will get back to you. Thank you.